So
she
maybe,
has, and so has Stassi.
and so is Stassi. So maybe if it was being filmed, we wouldn't be seeing as much as we're seeing. I don't know. Or maybe we would to throw people off. I don't know.
Or, listen, I think if Stassi came back, we would have somebody with a handheld camera there where it would be like, flashbacks or, but look, I mean, there is this rumor that Stassi and Kristen and Jax and Brittany will be back. Wow. I don't really think, I mean, they should just go down that road. I don't think that they will. I think they will stand by this decision. Listen, a lot of people still, I mean, even like have come for Stassi, like bitches making money and like people, listen, she's not canceled worldwide. She's doing just fine. Sorry, people.
Nobody's canceled. I mean, did you
Nobody.
Did you see Roseanne is back on stage doing comedy? I mean, nobody is canceled anymore. If anything, you're canceled for a brief period of time.
I just go back to Mel Gibson is working and Chris Harrison from The Bachelor has $25 million. And how many seasons, how many years was he on The Bachelor? 20? Do you want to be doing the same job in 20 years? I mean, God help me, I'll be on my deathbed doing Behind the fucking Velvet Rope, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm sure Chris Harrison would like to never work again, and certainly not on The Bachelor, and he has $20 million. So Chris is canceled with $25 million.
I just saw, because obviously I'm obsessed with TikTok. I just saw Sharon Osbourne, Piers Morgan launched a new talk show that he has like in London or whatever. And Sharon Osbourne, obviously Sharon Osbourne fired from the talk over really, I mean, just defending Piers Morgan, that Piers Morgan wasn't a racist against Meghan Markle. I mean, it really kind of was. I think when we step back, like, what? I mean, anyway, Sharon was essentially making the argument that none of these celebrities are canceled, but people in real life, they are canceled and they're the ones that can't afford to lose a job. And if you go online and you say something, I mean, even like Gina, Jenny Nguyen, I mean, they have plenty of money, it looks like, but Sharon was arguing for celebrities, they're never really canceled, but people in real life, if you make that mistake, you are canceled forever. And the financial repercussions are enormous.
I would agree with, Sharon, like, right. I don't understand how you're canceled as a celebrity. I really don't. Now, listen, there are working actors like Randall's ex, Amber, and like there are people that work, but when money is not really an object, how can you really be canceled? Like, listen, I've said this before. If Nene Leakes decided that she wanted to have a Patreon paid podcast like Kelly and Rick, like Stassi Schroeder,
you'd make a lot of money.
If Nene wanted to have a weekly, daily, hourly YouTube channel, you have to put the content out yourself. And that's not the same as $3 million on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but trust, as you know, the shit adds up when you do a podcast. So Nene can put something out there if she really wants. Now, I don't really think now is the time when you're in a major lawsuit, but when this is all over and she walks away with her settlement money, Nene's not necessarily canceled. So it's like canceled from major, she's from major stuff. But yeah, I mean, and that's a whole different thing because that's you suing versus, but yeah, Sharon Osbourne's not canceled. Someone's not going to take Sharon Osbourne on Dancing with the Stars or give her a start over in the UK, or Sharon never needs to work again. It's just fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, Stassi got married and nobody's there except Tom and Katie. So, right, the new shows, Leva Bonaparte from Southern Charm has a spinoff. Didn't see that one coming. And I think there's another spinoff. I thought there was another spinoff from Southern Charm. I thought there was another, like, we tried Southern Charm, like New Orleans or something. I thought there was, hold on. Speaking of, I literally this is what happens when I talk to you and I pick up my phone. Well, people are apparently, I'm so sick of this is about Stassi using this blonde hair. I'm so sick of people using the word, this is not I'm just reading this. I'm so sick of people using the word canceled. This blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman was never canceled. Right, she was held accountable for her actions. And then after accountability was supposed to be had, she used a Black woman's platform to appeal to Tamron Hall, only to turn around and ask as if Tamron Hall tried to set her up. This clearly showed she hadn't learned a thing. and wouldn't talk about the things she said about Black folks in Oscars. I don't even know what she said about the Oscars. She was ignorant then, and she's still ignorant how you write a book. See, a lot of people are pissed at Stassi's book. How you write a book on being canceled when you never have been. Right. I mean, people don't get canceled. It's all just a bunch of, and we're not arguing whether you should or not and blah, blah, blah. There is no cancellation. People react. I mean, people, and that's when I go off on people on our YouTube, when people make a comment and I'm like, I'm a lawyer, so I know what this comment is implying. You're implying by this comment that you're implying that you and I are racist because we're talking about, will Nene come back and Nene's lawsuit, and we didn't read all the claims and the tweets. And it's like, I know what you're trying to do here. It's not going to work. So that's when I tell people to fuck off when they start making those comments. I don't care whatever you say about me. It's just when you're going down this road of thinking you're going to be, that pisses me off. And when people tag people, when they're like, well, I can't believe you had Margaret back on your podcast. You should really be more fair to @Teresa Giudice. I'm like, you can tag Teresa all day. I'm not fucking scared of Teresa. Like, those are just these little ploys that piss me off. Not upset me. They're just stupid. But go on.
Well, I think with the cancel culture now is so many people across all networks are canceled for just, again, like Sharon Osbourne defending Piers Morgan not being racist, and what Sharon felt like what Piers said was not racist, and then kind of went back and forth with her co-host, which then people felt was also racist. But it's like, okay, compared to what, like, some real legit racist stuff, like, that's really just Sharon's opinion. And maybe you think that she was, aggressive as a white woman towards her Black co-host, but still, it's like, does that warrant? I mean, I think people are just so tired of the scale of it. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of,
people want to speak out and say what you want, but Kelly and Rick make plenty of money on their unmasked platform. There you go, Kelly.
People forget. This is what because again, I keep going back to TikTok, but anyway, people forget, like, this past presidential election, President Biden won in some states by like 25,000 votes, people, 40,000. I mean, we are a country that is 50-50. I mean,
I say this all the time, both times when Trump won and Biden, like, we haven't had an election in the past 8 years that was like a landslide. So
no, there is no landslide. I mean, so many people agree with what Kelly and Rick put out. I don't, but that doesn't mean they have enormous support.
People cannot be told to not speak their opinion. They will revolt. That is where we're at. I agree with you. That is different than pure, dire hatred and racism. They are two different things. I agree with you. Not everyone agrees with us. We'll be called racist for this conversation right here, right now. But the bottom line is that's right. So that's where Kelly and Rick have momentum.